Hey everyone, it's me, Hyperwars here. Welcome to WRL. It's the first official video on the WRL channel, and we're here at round number 4 at Baku. Obviously, round number 3 was on my own channel. Round 2, the commentators weren't able to commentate, and at round 1, we didn't have any commentators. So I'm here for the first official video on this channel, and as you can tell, it's not a video, it's a stream, and we're streaming the race today at Baku. So yeah. Now I do just need to actually go onto the channel to go get the stream, but currently I can't find it, so yeah, it's not very good. Racing League round 4. Yeah, I can't actually find it. Oh, there it is, finally. Copy and paste that into the stream for everyone. So that should be the stream link for everyone to see. Go paste it in the actual chat too. Obviously we're here for the first round on this channel, so, you know, 11 people in the lobby today. Not the greatest turnout, but it's still enough. And there we go, readying up now. So we do have quite a lot of drivers, but only 11 drivers, but I'll tell you about who's actually racing when we get into the lobby. Actually, you can see everyone, I think, because, yeah, apart from Delta, so Deltas are here too, but everyone else you can see now. I will be keeping tabs on the YouTube chat, not through the WRL account, but from my own account, so I'll just let you know what I'll be monitoring the chat either way, even though I'm not logged in. So WRL Racing League, here we go. Oh no, that's not the video. Where on earth is... oh, it's not good at all. There we go, found it. I have found it, boys. I found the first thought of the video. So yeah, anyway, it's a overcast qualifying, I think, for this first WRL race. But obviously we only have 11 racers, so that means everyone apart from one person is getting a point, and that will be the first person out. Because I'm telling you now, there will be a crash today. It's Azerbaijan. What do you expect? So yeah, everyone's fitted some different tyres. I think that'll be Owen Cat going out first. I know it's cute if actually... I know it is Owen Cat. Of course. Owen Cat's thing is that he just wants to set the fastest lap. So, you know, of course he's going to try and do that. But hello Robbie, welcome to the chat. I'm obviously your only commentator here today. Not the greatest thing ever, but not the worst thing either. Unfortunately, the other guys who are supposed to be here haven't replied, so I'm the one taking the session today. Now, obviously, as it's short qualifying, there's only one session, as per usual in WRL. So Owen Cat going out on the softs means that he's probably trying to set a lap time for the softs. He's going to start on them, and that could be because of many reasons. The one I'd like to suggest is that he knows he's going to crash, so he's just going to go soft, 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 medium, soft, 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 or something along those lines. That's just what I believe anyway. It could also be that, you know, he's actually going for the softs and wants to set the fastest time possible. But for Owen, that is probably still going to be 11th anyway. Big oof. And yeah, I am taking the mic, but that's only because I want to, you know. I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to do this to all the drivers in the league. Ha 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 ha. Ha, okay, funny. So how many people are currently watching the stream? Nobody. Oh, shame. To think we've got a racing league, nobody watches our streams. And this account's only been set up tonight, so you know, we enabled live streaming earlier today, and you know, we had no idea if it was going to work. I was prepared to have it on my channel again, but guess not. As you see, Owen Cat going on his flying lap. He's up into 7th gear, going over 290 kilometers per hour, actually hitting the 310 mark, just hitting the 310 mark at the end of the straight. And down the main straight, you should be hitting out 320. As Owen hits the wall, that does not look good. He might have lost some of his wing there, I'm not too sure. No, his wing still looks perfectly fine, but it could just be yellow wing damage, which again will not do Owen justice, especially around the tight city streets of Baku. As he hits his wheel onto the wall again, Owen's lagged out, I guess. That didn't look like he left. He looks like his Wi-Fi got completely shut down there. So Owen will not be the first one to set a lap, and I actually think it'll be Delta who might be setting his lap first, unless it's Q-Tip. There's the yellow flag in Sector 2, not sure what it's for. We'll keep with Q-Tip to see what lap he can set. Obviously Q-Tip on the mediums today, so he's looking out just to go set a good flying lap. This is Q-Tip's first race, in fact, as well. So he's looking to get a lot of valuable points in today's session. And I will be doing the championship standings around about the middle of qualifying. So if you don't know them already, wait to about, I don't know, the 10-minute mark. So, next is the Legend of a 140.2. Q-Tip gets a 140.7 on the faster tyres too. As we are now with OK, who's looking to set probably a 141 maybe on these hards. He's quite a quick driver, so he's hoping to get a good lap time here. But it's just what he can do. DRS is activated a bit too late, but no, he's off into the pits with Machine Fishy, which means we'll watch RK come in with a 141 on the dot, just behind Q-Tip. Next up will be Delta. He's ran out of ERS. Owen Cat's rejoined, and Delta puts himself at 4th place at 143.9. We'll now go on to Para Plays. See Para in the Toro Rosso here, looking to set some decent lap times. I don't actually think he's setting a fast lap. He might have invalidated actually. And looking at, nope, he's not invalidated. Okay. I was just thinking he's only using medium and he's warming up his tyres, so either this is just a banker lap or he has messed up and he doesn't really want to put up the pace until he goes for a good lap. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2, which is probably Robbie on his outlap. But yeah, as we can see, Para is leaning over to the left side, not using DRS, so he is just setting a banker, I believe. Yeah, a 145.5 is not, you know, I know Para, and I know that's not a time that he'd set, so I have to say I think Para could go out there and improve quite a bit. And he's not even using DRS for this turn round. So Shezdan Cable has rejoined the session. Robbie's still on his outlap near the end. But again, just go have a look, see what he can do. He's on the mediums, so really he should be looking for a mid-table spot, maybe in like the 141s, 142s for his flying lap. So here he goes, starting Sector 1 now. Not too bad into the first corner. It's a bumpy exit, but there is a car in front of him. I'm presuming that that is RK, as Robbie gets a bit of a bad exit there. Hopefully he can improve on it. And I actually am trying to tell if that is a Red Bull or not, or if that's Partridge in his Ferrari. But considering he's going not too like slow, I would say it's a Red Bull. But again, my eyes can deceive me, so I do apologise if I'm wrong. But looking at it now, the car in front isn't really affecting Robbie currently. So Robbie is still good with his lap. And in fact, if that is RK, I honestly think that Robbie's closed up to him, so you know, it could be whoever. But as Robbie hits 300 and almost 315 kilometers per hour, he comes in to the final sector with a not too bad middle sector there, and coming out with a 117.8 should set you up to get a 141, 142. But it depends how he takes his two corners nice and close to the barriers. Unfortunately, it didn't look close enough for Robbie, as he's almost run out of ERS use. And there he has on the straight, which will really slow his lap time down even more. It's the 142 dead on. A whole second, well, it was a whole second behind RK, but RK improved his lap time to be a 140.5, 3/10 off Legendo. As we'll go and have a look at Machine Fishy. We'll watch him with his lap. I won't commentate this one. Instead, I will go and have a look at the standings as of now. Because obviously we need to know them. So starting off with the driver standings, in first is RK with 47 points. Second is DCL with 42, who's not here due to having a Man United game on. In third is Legende with 40 points. In fourth is Tack with 35 points, also not here because of holiday. In fifth is Partridge with 16 points. Seventh is Jamie Morris with 15 points, also on holiday. In seventh is Paraplays with 12 points. Eighth is Robbie with 12 points. Ninth is Hazza with 8 points. Hazza, I'm not sure why he's not here. In 10th is Machine Fishy with 8 points. 11th is OKOK with 6 points. And in 12th is DSY Delta with 1 point. And going on from that, Owen Cam is in, who's not here. Shezdan, Swanee, Sam Saunders, F1 Shoot to Kill, A635 is D, and Q-Tip all have no points. And I also know that Swanee and Nz Cam Isn't aren't here currently. I think one's due to work, the other I'm not sure about. And neither is Sam Saunders or F1 Shoot to Kill. Meanwhile, in the Constructors, Red Bull lead with 62 points. Ferrari are second with 58. Williams are third with 40. Renault are fourth with 35. Toro Rosso are fifth with 12. Racing Point are sixth with 12. Alfa Romeo are seventh with 9. Haas are eighth with 8. McLaren are ninth with 6. And Mercedes are in 10th with no points. And that's it for the Constructors and Driver standings, as we see Machine Fishy puts himself into second on a good pair of mediums. Okay, and Shezdan are both on their laps. They're both going on soft laps here, which is quite interesting to be honest, because you know, I don't expect people to go on a soft lap. You know, I do, but you know, all the other guys at the front have gone for mediums or hards. So it's Shezdan, okay, and Owen Cat currently are all really just looking to get past the people who are slower than them. Or as Robbie takes a bit of a bump there, okay, we'll get some some slipstream from Shezdan. Unfortunately, okay is lacking quite a bit though. But he should get some nice slipstream, and with the overtake mode on, this is going to be a really good lap for okay as he... Nope, he goes into the pits instead, which doesn't really help him much, as Shezdan sets a 144.7. I don't know why okay would have done that, and if he was already starting on a pretty good lap, he should have just finished it. And if a sort of boost like that, down a good straight like Baku, is very, very good for your qualifying position. So Shezdan put himself behind Delta, who improved his time to a 142.3, and it And there's Owen losing his win. Oh dear. Poor Owen. Hitting walls all day, every day. As he's not... Oh, he's had to break off for really one of the only corners of Baku that he can take full speed. And he's just riding the wall as well, coming out of that. Using up all his ERS. And he's actually going to go in the pits. It's taken him enough time, and puts on the pit assist a bit too it doesn't even put on pit assist, he just stops in the pit lane. It's technically obstruction there, but okay. And the stewards will have to look at that one a little bit later. Well, if they want to, obviously. I don't know. I'm not a steward. I'm just here. So most people are actually in the pits now. Delta still out on a lap, but I believe he's going in. As he's gone to the whole left side. Q-Tip, on the other hand, is currently setting a lap. Obviously looking at what people have fitted. But their best is currently... So most people have actually done better than what their best is. Are going on a better tyre, sorry, than what their best is. So that could be quite interesting. As Q-Tip is the only one out on track at this moment in time. Obviously trying to set a better soft time than 1:40.7. As you can currently see, there is a top 4. With, you know, Robbie being about a second and a half behind that top 4. This could be a tight battle near the top. But on the other hand, it could be just that, you know, these guys have set their times on better tyres. If you look in contrast, their times have been on the similar sort of tyres, so you never know, they're now just going on for better tyres. And my personal strat would be to go mediums to hards, or hards to mediums, depending how you like to. As Q-Tip puts himself on pole for 1:38.8, 1.4 seconds in front of Nexus Legende. Well, that is what you call a quick lap time. Q-Tip puts himself top, provisional pole currently, on his first race of the season. I wonder what his teammate OK can do though. And currently there's only 3 people who haven't set a lap yet, being Partridge, Owen Cat and OK. Owen Cat on the softs, Partridge and OK both going on the mediums to start off with. Well, being their probably only lap at this point in time. So everyone's actually coming out of the pits now, dear lord. Owen Cat got kicked out of the session again. So lag issues really not helping Owen. Who is in front now? Partridge or OK? Yes, it's OK. So we will watch OK. Okay. Okiki? I don't know, it's OK to me. But I think it's like Okiki. I'm just gonna say OK because that's how I like to see his name. That's his nickname. You get nicknames in WRL, guys. Owen's rejoined now, so with 1:52 to spare, he technically could come out, but I don't think there's a chance for him to, so I believe he will be taking last place at this point, but it all depends on what the other drivers do. Depends if OK or Partridge get disqualified or lag out, or retire themselves, or lag out. But to be fair, this not really important for Owen because, you know, he may come in last. But that's probably where he's going to start anyway. Check every other stream of this race, or of the races ever. But again, position doesn't really matter at Baku. It's about avoiding crashes and making sure you're the best driver in the race. Because if you can do some brilliant hold-up play, you can technically be a driver who deserves to win. And we've seen drivers hold up for many laps before around many different tracks. Daniel Ricciardo with a broken engine at Monaco. And so there's Robbie just holding up for OK. So most people actually going to get 2 laps here. Well, most people will get a lap at least, but Owen Cat won't, unfortunately, for him. As OK will come through and set probably a 142, I'm guessing. And it's looking that way. Actually, no, it will be a 141. This is a 141.1, which puts him behind RK and 9/10 in front of Robbie. Puts him 5th, which is pretty good, as Shezdan was in AI just in front of Partridge. That could have scared him up there quite easily. So 3 people already finished. What will Partridge do for his lap? It's looking good so far. He's obviously on the medium tyres. He's almost run out of ERS, and he will just before the line. And it's a 140.6, which puts him in front of OK, just. That actually puts them both quite a way in front of Robbie, who needs to now improve to be able to get better, as RK puts himself into second with a 140.2, next to the Legendary of a 139.3, now in second. So Robbie's second place didn't last long. Oh, sorry, RK's second place, not Robbie. It was Robbie. Oh, never mind. A Machine Fishy, the 138.3, putting himself on pole, which will be his first pole position in WRL. As Robbie will come through here, and he's looking to set probably a 140 dead on. In overtake mode, he won't run out of ERS. And it's a 141.0, 1/10 in front of OK. Q-Tip didn't improve his lap, so he stays in second. OK goes into the pits, which annoys most of us. And Delta keeps his 8th place. Para finishing in 10th. And my apologies, that's actually Machine Fishy's second pole, as he likes to point out. And hi Para, welcome to the stream. Yeah, as we're waiting for OK just to finish his lap, people, okay, just say this to everyone, do not go into the pits after quali, just cross the damn line, because you take so long. Please. It's not too much to ask. So here are the driver, well, the lineup. Here's the lineup for the race. Machine Fishy on pole, Q-Tip and Legendary within a second of him. Legendary though on the medium tyres. RK 1.8 seconds behind, with Partridge 2.2 seconds behind the leader. Robbie in 6th, OK 7th, Delta 8th, being about 4 seconds behind. Shezdan being 6.5 seconds behind, and then Para on the hard, being 7 seconds behind. Owen Cat not being able to set a lap, which will mean Owen will be on some fresh tyres. He'll be able to choose whatever he likes. However, everyone else is stuck on their tyres. So maybe, just maybe, Para made a good call there by not pushing too hard to destroy his tyres. And he started at the back, so he won't 100% be in a crash. Just good thinking from Para there. Obviously, you don't want to be in the middle at Baku. You want to be either top 4 or final 2. That's not where you want to be. Then again, final 2 is probably worse than top 4, so as you're going to be at the back end of all the crashes. So yeah, do excuse me whilst I have a bit of a drink, just so that my voice doesn't die before the end of this race. Thank you. Ah, there we go. Bit of alcohol never did anyone any bad. Too bad I can't have that yet. So here we are with the formation lap. I wonder if people are actually going to stay in formation today. Okay, never mind, it's not the formation lap. Robbie didn't turn one on, being RK, and actually we were away with 5 red lights. I honestly thought it was a formation lap. So people have already made overtakes, and I really just wasn't noticing as Delta looks to make a move on OK. He doesn't though, and I am so sorry that I missed that. I honestly thought a formation lap was on. So as obviously we saw the tyres, so position changes so far. RK down 1 on Partridge. They're both in the party with me, but not. Well, I've muted them so they can't really see. And Robbie must have really got confused by that. As Owen spins into the wall here, Robbie must have got confused and has lost quite a bit of time. Para holds off from making the overtake on Shezdan. As there's calamity at the castle section, as OK spins, Delta just gives him a friendly nudge to push him back through there. RK is still on the back of Cartridge though. The Red Bulls and the Ferraris fighting like cat and dog, which is pretty accurate, considering that there's never a challenge for Mercedes. As Delta makes it past OK, he's got to go in the pits, so everyone really who's just behind him will probably make an overtake in a short period of time. I'm just keeping on with Para here because obviously this is the main battle as the Force Indias take each other out there. Para just wondering what's going on, but he's making the overtake on Robbie here. This is obviously letting Owen catch back up as well. Shezdan stays in the race somehow. OK goes down quite a few positions, obviously due to going into the pits. Para's made it past Shezdan. Just onwards, Shezdan bins it in the wall. And from what it looks like to me, Shezdan was giving Para a bit of a nudge there. And we can't really see from this angle, but there's a dive bomb there from Shezdan, who's now been forced to retire after what would have been a pretty atrocious move, if you have to ask me. But Machine Fishy is still being chased down by Q-Tip. Q-Tip on the softs, as well as Machine Fishy, whilst everyone else behind them up to 6th is on the mediums. So everyone actually here is going to get points except Shezdan. So this could be interesting. Very interesting. As a Legende is still in a hot lap, so he's trying to keep up with these front two. They'll have to pit before him, he knows that. This is how long they can really drag these softs out for. And with what we know as the Slipstream Fest of Baku, it is going to be very, very fun to see. As Machine Fishy made his one defensive move there. Legende sets the fastest lap of the race, and DRS should be enabled. Yes, it is. It's very quick coming up and then going as well. But here we go. Legende has DRS on Q-Tip. Q-Tip has DRS on Fishy. This turn is actually going to be alright because Legende couldn't catch Q-Tip. Q-Tip couldn't catch Fishy. As RK made his way past Partridge as well. Whilst we are trying to keep an eye on the front battle. Partridge, oh, very, very carefully keeps it out of the wall. And so we'll go back to the front lot, who are going to take the castle section now. Obviously, you want to be careful in this area of the track. It's not fun to have a crash here, which OK can definitely tell you about. Legende looks to have lost a little bit of time there through the castle section, which could affect him quite badly. But I don't think it will. As we go to Robbie, who's chasing Para through this castle section now. Oh, Power very, very close to hitting the wall there. Well, everyone is when they go through the castle section. But Robbie's really just waiting for the main straight where he can make this move. Obviously, Robbie knows he needs to make the move on someone on the medium, on the hards, because he's on mediums. Oh, as Robbie hits it into the wall. Shouldn't be too much damage on his wing. Doesn't look like there was. As he clips the curve as well and goes a bit wide. That will let Para go through. As unfortunately I missed Legende overtaking Q-Tip. But we could see the reversal here as Q-Tip gets on Legende. From what I can see, Legende doesn't have DRS on Fishy, which he doesn't. Which will let Q-Tip be able to chase him down. But with Legende using up his ERS, he is closing down. And so was Q-Tip as well. As Robbie's finally made it past Para. Probably on the main straight. And yep, here we go. The battle between Robbie and Para commences. As Robbie's kept one side, Para's gone the other. Not going for the slipstream. He's just going to hold back. Let Robbie have probably what I call the worst turn in there. And then continue on as the race is. Para being very sensible here, not trying to back out of a few moves. I mean, most drivers would have gone for that, and I would as well. So you can also see how much Partridge was holding up. Was actually holding up RK, as he's now dropped back a few seconds behind. And I think Owen Cat must have crashed somewhere because there was a yellow flag. And now he's 12 seconds behind, when earlier he was only about 5. Not even that. So here we go. Here's Legende's time to shine. He's got DRS on Fishy down the straight. I don't even think he'll need it, will he? Well, he's going to use it either way. Fishy's gone to defend, but he thinks about it and decides not to. Legende, cool, calm and collected. Fishy, ooh, takes a wheel to the barrier. As Legende covers him off. And Fishy will go again. But Fishy doesn't have enough ERS really to make this overtake. He's trying it though. He's diving himself in there. But with the next corner being to the other side, it's not really a place where you can dive and get away successfully. Partridge now into the pits for some softs. Now, I would say he's looking to set the fastest lap, but this early, no, you're really not. As Owen Cat also has made its way into the pits, and so is OK. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of pits from them. I just have a feeling, you know. And so OK is overtaking Owen Cat in the pits, but I presume, yeah, it's gone back round. As the Haas pit lane is before the McLaren pit lane, it's understandable. Now, Machine Fishy's probably able to get Legende on this lap. And I have no idea if there's going to be any rain or anything. So, you know, there could be. But looking at it now, it looks like it will just be a dry race. So, Machine Fishy really looking just to overtake, get in front. But with the amount of overtake he's used there, he won't have much ERS left by the end of the straight. As here he goes, up the inside, cuts Legende off, gives him the same amount of room Legende gave him, which was not much whatsoever. Legende now will try and make the same move that Fishy made on him earlier last lap. Same point, no, he's gone to the outside, and he's making the outside work here. And easily he makes, only just actually, he made that move. So the front battle here looking pretty feisty. Q-Tip is kind of just holding on, really. None of them are using up any ERS, they're all just saving it for 1 point, so... And this is a track where you can save ERS, but it burns just like that on the main straight. So, you know, these guys are trying to be careful with it. You know, they know what they're doing. But really what we need to know is if they can keep their tyres. And Fishy's almost over a second behind Legendo already. And Q-Tip being 1.2 seconds behind Fishy means that neither of them will have DRS. And the fact that their soft tyres could be draining could be being worn quite a bit. It might be time for them to go into the pits. And obviously at the end of lap 6, you'd say it's a good time. It's better than any. As Fishy will be going into the pits. Q-Tip not following him though. I mean, that could have been a good idea if Q-Tip did, obviously, as he would have then been out just behind Fishy, would have been copying his strat, and he could have got DRS off him. But no, Fishy goes on to the hards. 19 laps, it is doable. I wouldn't recommend it though. As Robbie overtakes Delta, who now goes into the pits. So does Para, and Partridge will too. Yeah, Partridge will. As there we go, Partridge is passed. And so currently we now have no battles because everyone's trying to so spread out. And Delta goes on to the hard, so him and Fishy are probably in a party together talking about their strats. As they did the exact same thing there. As here is RK, and he's got a car in front of him. Now I'm presuming, due to how close that is Q-Tip. And from what no, he doesn't even look like he has wing damage, so he's just really slow this lap. I mean, RK's pulled up to him by so much. Any closer and I think that's DRS range. And no, RK is just out of that. And maybe actually no, that was the activation point there, so he did get the DRS. Q-Tip going into the pits, RK not following obviously, as he just gets the DRS and gets through. But what I want to know is, did this overcut work? Or did the undercut work for Fishy? Q-Tip going on to the same strat. Q-Tip still in the pits. Fishy is there in front of him. Q-Tip probably no, he didn't even gain that much time. He actually lost 3/10 throughout the whole thing there. Fishy was lucky to get out into some clean air. And also neither of them had wing damage, so that would have played a big part as well. As Partridge has now made his way into the pits. And he's onto a fresh pair of hards, which will let Delta go back in front of him. And will it let Owen Cat go in front? I don't think it will. As yeah, Partridge is now out of the pits, Owen Cat nowhere near. But OK is closing in. And there could be a move on here. I think OK will be able to make it down this next straight. He's closed up quite a bit in the last lap. And if Owen Cat's not careful, he's about to be overtaken by McLaren on harder tyres. Here we go. OK. Down the inside. Oh no, he's backed off. He is backed off of that one. I mean, I can make quite a few jokes here, but I'm not going to, as I'm a nice commentator. Oh, no, I'm not. Hold on, why am I holding back? Oh, I don't know, but OK, since we've lost a bit of time due to that exit there. And that's about, 1.5 seconds that he's probably lost there as Machine Fishy goes through and sets the fastest lap of the race. Which is very good for him being on a fresh pair of hards. And Q-Tip is currently looking like he's, losing time to Fishy. And considering that last lap it was only 1.4 seconds as he came out the pits, now it's down to 2.7. Now that's a Q-tip gaining. It was as high as 3.1 seconds behind. But what I'm concerned about now, currently, is this battle between OKOK and Owen Cat. Both of them fighting for a point here. Well, a point or 2 points. Owen Cat lagging a bit, which is quite scary for OKOK. But here we go. OKOK not using any ERS makes the overtake super cleanly. Owen not sure what ERS mode to put himself in. But I think, and both of them actually lagging in all honesty, so this could be quite dangerous. Owen will have DRS, he's not using it, but this is kind of getting a bit freaky. He didn't use any of the DRS there, so clearly doesn't have a button to activate that one. Though currently it's still Nexus Legende in the lead with RK, both of them yet to make a stop. Machine Fishy and Q-Tip 3rd and 4th, Robbie and Para 5th and 6th, also both not to make a stop. Then everyone else has made 1 or 2 stops in this race so far. I actually think the people who have made 2 stops are going to be part of the 3-stop gang. Partridge and OKOK. I just don't think they can take their tyres to the end. And if they do, it's going to be very, very hard for them. Because they'd already had to pit in this race. And that's Partridge out of the race in Sector 2, I believe. Yeah, the end of Sector 2. We'll just ride on board with OKOK. As we can see, yep, he completely and utterly lost the wheel there. And is now out, which puts him in 10th place. I'm not sure if TCRL's rules on DNFs and if they get points. But if they do get points, that's 1 point to Partridge. And Owen Cat is now officially going to earn his first 2 points ever. So, well, in WRL at least. So I guess it's kind of lucky for him, but as he just gets randomly stopped by the game, but is apparently also in the pit lane. So, what? I'm very confused. Nope, he gets kicked out this. You know what? Let's just not get onto it, because I don't think it's worth my pay grade. I'm not getting paid, so I'm not going to worry about it. Trying to catch is such a cheap state, he doesn't even give his employees money. As everyone just seems to be lagging. Yep, OKOK and Owen Cat's AI are not having good times. So I'm just going to pretend they don't exist, for now. I mean, yeah. That's why I do the rest of my problems. You know, I said the mediums to hard strategy was probably the best, but looking at it now, I honestly think it could be the mediums to softs. If they can get taken... Actually, no, not mediums to softs, sorry. I do think it's the softs to hards, which is the best strat. Because these guys have taken their mediums, and now kind of at that point where, are they really going to take hards for, you know, the next 15 laps? Like, what's the point of doing that? As OKOK goes wider than absolutely anything. As Owen Cat rejoins, and he will be rejoining in front of a Nexus Legende, which could be awfully bad for the Legende here, if Owen gets in his way. But I don't think he will. Legende stays out, RK goes into the pit, so he's probably going to go on to the hards. Legende is most likely stay out another lap. And his box is empty. RK, yep, on to set. Oh, sets on to the mediums. Hard, sorry. White is hard. I get so confused due to the old system, and that's just how it feels for me. As yep, RK has been overtaken by both Q-Tip and Machine Fishy. but they've got 4 and 5 lap older tyres respectively. So RK technically has the advantage in theory, as Para makes it past Robbie, who I believe crashed into the pit lane. But he's now into the pits. Delta may be able to make his way past Robbie here. This is Robbie's only stop most likely, so he's probably going to go to the hards. Yep, there we go. It's had a wing change too, which will help Delta. Here Robbie is. But no, Delta's pretended to go in the pits and then just didn't. Robbie is out. Delta, on the other hand, is still behind him. 4 seconds is the gap. It was tight though, I can tell you that. So the sun's actually come out. Yay! And OK is closing up to Owen Cat yet again. As Owen Cat hits the wall and loses some of his front wing. This is not a good race for Owen. As here OK is. Owen moving across onto OK. I mean, luckily OK was going into the pits there. So was Nexus Legende. But wow, that could have been disastrous. Disastrous. Dear Lord, I can't say that word. As Nexus Legende may be out in front of Machine Fishy. I don't know if he will though. Yes, he is. And by a good 3 seconds too. Nexus Legende's overlap has worked. And it will continue to work as well because he has fresher tyres. Now the only person on the mediums currently is OK. Meaning that he's technically the fastest on the field in terms of tyres. However, as he's in 9th place, it's really not a good day for him. RK though is the closest to anyone in front of him, with just over a 1 second gap to Q-Tip. Q-Tip obviously started in 2nd place in today's race. Currently looking like he will get a podium, but with RK closing him down, the McLaren driver may not be set to have that lovely 3rd position. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2, don't know who it is, don't act like I do. Oh, it's OK who crashed at the castle section. You know, OK, I give your race crash out of 10. Race review. I might just do that once a race from now on. Be like, here's our race review, guys. OK, crash out of 10. Race review. As Q-Tip has got DRS on Machine Fishy. RK's got DRS on Q-Tip. Oven Cat's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits again. And they're now lapped for the 2nd time this race. Probably. Most likely. Actually, they're not. Okay, that's surprising. As here we go with another DRS train. RK closing on Q-Tip. Q-Tip closing in on Machine Fishy. OK retiring because he doesn't want any more of this crap. And I completely understand him, which will actually mean Owen Cat's earning 4 points today. And I just want to know how, in all honesty. Yeah. Like I said, at the start of this race, to be able to win it, you've got to be able to bin it like Q-Tip. Oh dear. No. What I said at the start of the race was, it doesn't matter about where you start. All that matters is if you can keep a clean race and if you can, you know, just stay away from trouble. And Owen Cat's avoided 3 DNFs, so fair play to Owen. I mean, also not fair play to Owen because he's probably going to be lapped soon by a DSY Delta if he pits 1 or 2 more times. So that'll be like, I don't know, lap 20 by the time he comes into the 50th pit stop. As Nexus Legende just smashes the fastest lap record, like, yeah. Because that's what Legende does. Legende C, Legende smash. At least Q-Tip didn't lose his wing, because that's always a good thing. RK has DRS on Machine Fishy. RK won't catch him on the straight. Mainly because RK doesn't have enough ERS. Could make a My Driver dive bomb? No, he doesn't. So RK currently looks like he's about to get second place ready in this race. I mean, he's taken only 3 laps out of those hards. And there's Owen in the pits again. And whereas Machine Fishy's taken 8 laps off his. So it could mean that RK will go out here and have the better tyre wear towards the end. And with him catching up now shows just how much pace he has on these tyres. Machine Fishy is still likely to get the podium though, unless he crashes at one point. But even if he does, I still think that he can manage 4th, maybe 5th as well. Speaking about 5th, Paraplays still hasn't pit yet. However, on the opposite side of the spectrum, Cat's pit 3 times. And I did mean the spectrum of pit stops, not anything mean, because I'm not like that, As RK makes his way onto the back of Machine Fishy, he's made the move. It's a bad camera angle. As Machine Fishy gets pushed a little bit wide, he's still technically in front, which is good as RK now has DRS. So RK can put on another full frontal assault on the young fish, or Salva driver, whichever you prefer to call him. And we have bad camera angles on. Oh my gosh, Fishy tried to keep it in there. And you could say RK squeezed him there. Also, you have to keep that with the stewards, who's not RK obviously, but bit of a tight squeeze there. But either way, RK's got through. Machine Fishy doesn't look like he has much damage. I mean, I don't think he would from only a small squeeze like that, but still. Again, the stewards will have to look at it and see if RK deserves a penalty for that. And Owen Cat's finally been lapped by 7th place. With 10 laps to go at Baku, we currently have Legende in the lead, RK in 2nd, Machine Fishy in 3rd, Q-Tip 4th, Para in 5th, yet to make a pit stop, Robbie in 6th, DSY Delta in 7th, and Owen Cat in 8th. OK, Partridge and Shezdan 14 Cable all out, with a DNS just crashing everywhere. And Fishy, unable to get DRS on RK, is now too far back as well. And that will not be good for him. However, you technically can say that Q-Tip could come in about lap 20, maybe lap 24. Actually, not lap 24, sorry, like lap 21, 22. Put a fresh pair of softs on, and then go to the end on those softs. At least try and push the fastest lap whilst keeping 4th position. Well, get it's risky. He'll be able to keep that 4th unless he crashes. And that's the same for everyone, as Para finally makes his way into the pits after so many bloomin' laps. And he will make his way onto the softs, I believe, as there's Robbie going past him. But Para's job is to catch up, and I think Para can do that. The gap's only a small 3.4 second one, and in all fairness, he'll gain that just by being on the better tyre alone. So I really don't think there'll be an issue there. However, Delta can't be ruled out of this too. He could gain up if Para has extremely poor laps and just doesn't like the tyres. You know, the race could go either way, so he's got to be careful of that. But the gap is now down to 3.9, well, actually no, up to 4. Parra just trying to get up to speed and be able to chase down Robbie yet again. Whilst it looks like Q-Tip is closing in on Machine Fishy. Not too quickly, but it could be enough that Machine Fishy does get overtaken within 6 laps maybe by Q-Tip. And I only say 6 laps because he was 7 seconds at the start of lap 16. Sorry, 17. And yep, now it's down to 5.8 seconds. Q-Tip is gaining, and gaining very quickly. This could be interesting. I'm actually just going to compare the lap times between the two of them. So Machine Fishy's last lap was a 1:45.8, faster than his last one, which is a 1:45.9. Whereas Q-Tip has just been setting consistent 1:44s on these tyres. You know, Fishy was also doing that at one point. He must just be having bad laps, or he can be feeding the tyre degradation. And I want to go back and look at Q-Tip again. Yeah, Q-Tip's only had one really bad lap. I mean, with a better first sector as well, it looks like Q-Tip isn't doing too badly. And he will be able to gain up to Machine Fishy within the race distance. But obviously that will depend on Machine Fishy, who's been able to save up quite a bit of ERS and just use that down this main straight. Q-Tip, on the other hand, doesn't have much to play with. I will compare Machine Fishy's times. A 1:44.4, so yeah, those laps must have been bad ones for him. Whereas Q-Tip's is a 1:43.8. See, even Q-Tip's improving his times now, and he's looking like he can close up on Fishy. Now it's a 6-second gap. As Fishy might be playing this smart and just holding his ERS throughout the slow sections of the track, just so Q-Tip also can't gain. But Q-Tip's doing the same thing, they're playing smart. But you never know. If Machine Fishy gets a penalty, this could all change. If Q-Tip gets a penalty, this could all change. And again, there's just anything, this can all change. And Machine Fishy still technically has RK in his sights. RK's lap times have been on the consistent 1:44s, but they seem to be getting slower, so this could mean that Fishy gets back through. As Owen Cat's back in the pits yet again. I don't even know what tyres he can go on this time, as he's got a stop-go penalty as well. Has he even got fresh tyres? Yes, he has fresh softs somehow. I don't know how. I really don't. But he's somehow got them. And from where I think he'll be, if I'm correct, he'll be at a point where Q-Tip will be in front, will be just behind him, so Q-Tip could gain, or could get caught up here by Owen Cat. Or it could work the complete opposite way, and Owen Cat could actually be help him with DRS and slipstream, as Fishy sets a 1:44.2, whilst Q-Tip sets a 1:44.8. Q-Tip now going slower than Fishy, not gaining up at all. And the gap is back up to 6.6 seconds, or now down to 6.5, but still. Yeah, as we can see, Owen's there. If he crashes in the castle section, this could be Q-Tip's possibility of a third place completely over. Now we can see Owen going through. Owen is doing quite fine. Q-Tip may not even be fast enough here to be able to get DRS off Owen. Meanwhile, Paraplays is closing in on Robbie. The gap's now 2.7 seconds. Make that 2.9. And no, he will be getting DRS here. Q-Tip will be getting the DRS. Owen Katz been forced to move out of the way. No, he's not. Owen Katz getting the DRS off him and is in his way and crashes into the barrier. I can only sum this race up in 2 words. Owen, crash. And he's into the bits again, kiddos. I don't even know if he has any spare tyres or even a wing. Like, can you even get this many wings? How many times do you even pit now? This is his 4th pit stop. You just can't do that. How can you pit so many times? However, I do want to say I think Q-Tip's battle with Fishy could be dead for him. But what battle is not dead is the battle of Paraplays and Robbie. And Robbie's like to get some DRS off Owen here. Well, he might if he catches up to Owen. But Para, on the other hand, is trying his best to be able to catch up to Robbie. Just doesn't look like Para is setting the correct lap times really for it. You know, Robbie was kind of mixed on the mediums. You know, he was setting 147s at one point, then 145s the next, and just bouncing back and forth. But now he's, you know, kind of consistently setting 145s. Whereas Para's kind of doing the same, but not really to great effect. As Owen gets a penalty, which isn't going to be very useful to him. And next, the Legende gets the fastest lap again. Legende just kind of in his own little race there. 9 seconds in front of RK. 2.6 in front of Machine Fishy, and that's Robbie, who I believe either had crashed into the wall there or just wasn't as fast. And now Para is closing up at a rate of knots. It's a good gear down there as well, you could hear that. Let's see, it looks like it's not the greatest of exits. He may not be able to get DRS here, which won't be too much of a problem. I mean, he's... No, just at the activation zone, 1.135. And Robbie's pumped his DRS up into Rich. Para goes down. And here we go. Para on Robbie. This is the power of Para against the power of Robbie. Para's finally got the DRS. Able to hit 318 kilometers per hour there, which is quite good down this straight. And here is where the pressure starts to build up on Robbie. You see, Para doesn't have to worry about his mediums going out anytime soon. You know, I think really the only trouble he has is what Robbie's doing. Robbie, on the other hand, his hards won't wear out, but they are the slower tyre. And yes, they degrade slower, and they can take him longer. But Para on the tyre that can just, you know, go about 10 laps, maybe 11. With only 3 laps left, I have to give this to Para. I think he'll get this move very, very quickly. Robbie's also taking some unconventional lines there. I'm not sure about them. But hey, Para's going to try it. I wouldn't recommend that, Para. As Para goes into the wall. I wouldn't recommend trying it there, and for a good reason too. As Para ends up into the wall and is now back where he started over a lap ago. as there's a crash. I don't know who that was. Was that was Owen Cat? Owen Cat had crashed again. And again. I mean, seriously, Owen, like, how many times do you need to crash a race? As I'm still just watching Parrot try and close in on Robbie enough. Obviously, he can't make the move around most of this track. You've got to save the moves for one of two places, really. And that's either the main straight or the straight after that. Being, well, the second DRS straight. There's nowhere really else that you can make a feasible move without causing some sort of damage or someone getting hit into a wall. So Parrot again just backing off. He made his mistake last time out. I wonder if he'll make it again. Robbie's got full ERS here. Parrot does not. Robbie knows that he's saving up for the main straight. I think he knows that really Parrot's got him unless he can use his ERS to full advantage. Parrot goes a bit wide there too. As we come through the S section of Baku, Robbie scraping the wall a bit there. Parrot with the DRS activated now. He's also in Robbie's slipstream. Robbie's not budging from that inside line. Parrot has gone to the outside. And he's kept it as well. Dear me, Parrot, how have you kept that? Robbie's barging it down the inside. And really didn't leave Parrot any space whatsoever. But has let him through. You know, I have to give my respects to Robbie for that. I really do respect that. Robbie knew what he did was a bit unfair. He gave the position back. That's what I like about Robbie. He's a fair racer and he's clean too. You know, he gave that position back fairly. And whilst Parrot didn't earn it or deserve it, Robbie still had the initiative to know what he did could have been perceived as wrong, and he gave the position back. And you know, that's why I really like Robbie as a racer, as Q-Tip now goes into the pits a bit late in my opinion, but okay. I mean, Parrot is still 54 seconds behind, but he kind of knew, so he's gone out onto the softs to go set his flying lap that could possibly see him gain an extra point up to 13, taking that off the Legende. And fastest lap on your first race in a league is, you know, unless it's at Australia, or it's the first race of the season, is a very good achievement. And even then it's still a good achievement, don't get me wrong, but you guys get what I'm saying. I really just want to see if Partridge can do it here. Not Partridge, sorry, Q-Tip. Meanwhile, the Legende is coming around onto the main straight for the second to last time. Next lap, if he's still in the lead, still in such a healthy position, Legende will be the winner of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Here he goes, final time around the first corner. Meanwhile, RK is in second, 8.9 seconds behind. Machine Fishing next, 6.2 seconds behind. Q-Tip behind, just revving out his engine at max. I do not like that whatsoever. Parrot plays in 5th, Robbie just behind in 6th. Delta in his own little race in 7th. And Owen Cat in 8th. And he actually made a corner without crashing. I mean, wow, he's made a few corners without crashing. Go on, Owen, my son. Proud of you, Owen. It's obviously a joke, but what we need to know is if Q-Tip can go out and set the fastest lap here. Because if he... his engine sounds like it's laughing, I'm sorry. It's just how his engine sounds. And obviously I know it's been maxed out in revs and stuff, but still. I just find it funny. As Legende is coming through onto the main straight for the last time. Hitting speeds of 325 kilometers per hour. And he will come home to win the Baku Grand Prix with the fastest lap of a 141.9. He was saving that up to the end of the race. Owen Cat comes through to get 8th. RK gets 2nd. Machine Fishy comes home for 3rd. Q-Tip should be getting 4th here unless he crashes. And he's used up quite a bit of ERS. I don't think he'll have enough to get to the end of the start-finish line. No, he won't. And this may not be the fastest lap of the race, but it is. Q-Tip gets the fastest lap. He steals it as Dels comes across the line too. And now it just leaves Power and Robbie, the two guys who have been fighting each other most of this race. Robbie being the gentleman though and giving him the position, even though he probably knew it might have been him losing 5th. But Power will go and take it. The only person who did medium, well, hards to mediums, takes home 5th place, which will be him earning his first point, I believe, too, in the league. I think that's right. But yeah, Power in 5th, Robbie in 6th, Owen Cat with 6 stops. Dear me. How he was not 4 laps down, I do not know. That wing changes he had. But there we go. Robbie comes home in 6th. So we have to say GG to our winners. Owen Cat streaming yes in the chat. But GG to the man who won it, Legende. Deserved the win. Deserved the win, and you know, really earned it. That's it well into RK and Machine Fishy, who both did well too. Now I'm actually going to talk to RK and Partridge, hoping they've both got their mics free, so I can talk to them about how this race went for them. Go RK Partridge, you two free to talk?
I can, but I don't think Patrick wants to after that abysmal thing.
Well, I want to know what happened.
Oh,
well, I just kept on crashing.
Hello.
I mean, wow.
Hello.
I mean, wow.
Alright, I don't think Legenda.
Well, no, Legende.
will invite me.
No, I think Legende will join, but while on there's, I just want to touch Partridge quickly. How the hell did you retire?
Cause I'm shit.
But that's not an answer I want on stream. I want to know how you retired.
Cause I crashed.
Yeah, but how there?
Cause I had no front line.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Also, Fishy, do you think Q-Tip was going to overtake you, like, near the end of that race?
Nah, I knew what was happening, to be honest. I was on, like, leaning on for those laps that I was setting in, like, the 45s or whatever. So.
Okay. That's understandable. And, RK,
Yes.
did you think that you could catch the Legende at all that race?
Oh, no, like, the moment I got the bad start, I was like, oh, I'm going for 2nd today.
Well, and at least...
I geared up the 2nd straight away by accident, and Audrey got me, and I got held up, and then he just went on.
Yes, I saw he held you up there.
He tries hard, but just quick. JK, I love you.
I did make note of that in the stream, but anyway.
Scrap me.
That's literally all the questions I want to ask because, you know.
Fair enough. There was really nothing that happened that race,
No.
let's be honest.
Like, the only people really to talk to, not being rude, are Para. And he doesn't have and I don't think he has a mic currently, so I can't talk to him. As I want to know just
Oh.
how on earth you how on earth you thought about that.
Yeah. Did
Did you-
you do you know what lap Sedan or whatever you call it by crashed at? Was it
Oh,
lap
shit.
2?
Shezdan,
It's lap 2, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I think it was up 2 or up 1.
Yeah, he's
Well, no.
blaming the formation lap as to why he crashed.
Well, there wasn't a formation lap, so how can he?
Yeah, I know.
Which you didn't turn on.
Yeah, that was my bad. But like, it's as simple as looking up to the top of the screen and seeing if formation is up there or not.
Well, to be fair, you can just... No, it's at the bottom of the stream, isn't it?
I don't know.
Actually, no, it's not.
Hmm?
Yeah, it's not. You can't actually see if formation lap's on or not.
If you're driving, you'll be able to see the top. It'll come up formation lap and then.
Oh, anyway. Thanks for watching our stream, guys. We will see you at the end. Well, we'll see you next week. So, yeah. I'll see you for Spain. Bye!